Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, but you can call me Pajama Grandma, in case we haven't met yet. Go ahead and put hashtag pajama in the comments below. Then I know it's the first time you're catching up with me on, this is my, actually it's kind of my daily diary about what I'm up to in my businesses as I transition from the offline brick and mortar world, what I like to consider the real businesses, to the online and internet world of an internet commerce and doing things online and on the internet versus strictly doing them out in, again, the real world of brick and mortar businesses, because my background has been corporate America and brick and mortar businesses, traditional retail businesses, wholesale businesses, manufacturing businesses, bars and restaurants. That has been my 40 years of business experience, and in just the last year or so I have really dived into the world of online commerce and online activities, and it's been so fun and so challenging. And part of what I began doing this year, actually 166 days ago, today is day 166, that I wanted to keep track of what I was doing, because I know it's been an interesting journey, just like starting any business. It's way harder than people ever think it's going to be. I mean, we get this romantic idea of having our own business and how easy it's going to be, and we're going to be a mega millionaire, a billionaire overnight. And that's because we hear so many of these get-rich-quick stories. And the truth is, it's kind of like watching reality TV or going on social media and thinking that what you see on social media is people's real lives. Yes, it's pieces of their real life. It's like a sitcom on TV. You see the highlights, but you don't see everything. And it's everything that makes up the story and the journey. And I know so many people that get discouraged about their lives, or they feel bad and depressed about their lives because they're watching other people's highlight reels on social media nowadays, or because they're looking at, they're starting a new business, a new endeavor, and they get discouraged because they compare themselves to other people. They look at other people's stories, not remembering that they're not sharing the whole story with them. And so they get discouraged, and they're saying, well, why is it so much easier for everybody else? Why is it so hard for me to do this or that or make this happen when it seems so easy for other people? You know, it's interesting that almost every overnight success story that I've ever heard, when you really look into it, it's because that person has had like 10 years or 15 years or 20 years leading up to their overnight success. They've had many, many experiences of both success and predominantly failure leading up to the experience where they finally break through and have that success. And so I think it's a reminder for all of us to not compare ourselves to others. The only person you ever need to compare yourself to is yourself. And if you're continuing to grow and develop and evolve and move toward what it is that you want, that's all you have to ever do. You don't have to ever compare yourself to other people. Now, I believe that you can model other people and you can learn from them, and you can shortcut your experiences and your process of where it is you want to go by modeling other people. But you can never be anybody else. And you know, you'd only ever be a second-rate version or copy of someone else. And is that what you really want? No. We all want to be the best version of ourselves that we can possibly be. So I was thinking about that a little bit today. Thus the cat mask, because sometimes I just want to have a cat mask and do something different, don't you? And the things I have to do today, I've got some coaching calls, I've got a webinar to do, I've cleaned up my scavenger hunt on the front of my Supersize Your Business page, so I'm happy with that for the first go around. So now I need to invite some people to go through and join the group and give me some feedback on that, because I already know it's too long. It's way too much material, and every time I go through it, I want to add more things, because that's the way I am. There's a whole section, I want to add a whole section on key performance indicators, and I'm like, no, you can't add more to it. It's already too long, and it's going to scare people away. But I also want everybody to know this is the process you really need to go through to grow your business, to supersize your business, and make sure that it's the business that you love, not the business that has become a job or a nightmare for you. Because I've done that before. I've created businesses in the past that were actually worse than my jobs, because I didn't have the resources that I needed, that I had in the corporate structure. I didn't have the time and the energy that I needed, because I was trying to do way too many things myself. And that's, you know, a lesson that I needed to learn as part of my personal growth and my development and my experience. And that's what I find happens. What we need to learn is what shows up in our life. And sometimes that shows up in painful ways. Sometimes that shows up in opportunities, missed opportunities. Sometimes it shows up in people that we interact with. And usually it's the more painful and the experiences that we wish hadn't happened. But if they hadn't happened, we wouldn't be who we are today. So those are the things I'm thinking about and working on today. I'll probably do another Facebook Live demo of building something. I'm building a bunch of lead capture pages and ways of different people getting customers coming to them, because it's been a huge topic for about the last 2 months with a lot of people that I've been interacting with. So I want to demo a bunch of different ways that show how easy it is. You don't have to have a whole lot of things in place to just go ahead and start building your audience, your tribe, the people that can relate to and want to talk to you, like Cat Grandma here, right? But you need to start collecting those, not collecting those people, but collecting those people, attracting those people to you. And so I'll probably do another demo like that today that shows a different business. Yesterday I did a dance studio, which I still have to collect some assets and catch up with her. It was a holiday, so I don't like to bug people on holidays. And get a couple more ideas of what she wants for hers. Then I've got a photographer, a personal trainer, a liquor store, a restaurant. So I want to do those and build those out and show people how easy it is to build those out. I mean, an hour, you can do that in an hour if you've got your assets. And I can do it in an hour talking through and explaining and demoing it to people with my slow internet connection. So I know that if I can do it in an hour, most people can probably do it in about 5 or 10 minutes, because I'm not the most technologically savvy person on the planet. Now that's not really true. I say that, but as far as computers technology, I'm not so great at, but otherwise I'm pretty good at technology and engineering type things and looking at the big picture of how things fit together and how they should work. So that's what I'm working on today. I hope you're out ready to make it a fantastic day. It's always a beautiful day. I love summer. Summer is my favorite season, so I love to come outside sometimes and work on the porch. Although I've noticed that if I get too far away from my front wall, which is off to my left, which would be your right, I lose my internet connection. It's one of the problems of living out in the country, or challenges of living out in the country. But it's so beautiful to live out in the country that I choose to do that, even if I have a funky internet connection and I have to figure out creative ways to get around the technological challenges of being in an online business. But I do love working in my pajamas. So go out, make it a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow with another little update of what I'm doing now to move from the offline business world to the online business world. I hope you have a great day.